it's Jennifer at Jennifer at Home, and I'm so happy you're here today to join me to make the easiest ever garlic parmesan chicken wings. I have a large baking sheet here, and I've lined it with non-stick foil, and I've also sprayed it with a baking spray, just so that nothing sticks. I have my chicken laid out on the foil, and I'm going to use this fajita seasoning. I absolutely love to season all of my chicken with fajita seasoning because it gives it such a really good flavor. I always season it ahead of time before I bake it, and that way the chicken will have a really good tasty flavor before I add the other seasonings on later after baking. I'll do one side, then I'll flip it over and do the other side. As you can see, the chicken skin has a really nice greasy sheen on it, and that'll adhere the seasoning onto the chicken. The fajita seasoning will stick so well, and I don't need any oil of any kind. I have my oven preheating to 400 degrees. I'm going to put the chicken in and let it bake for an hour. And then I'll take it out and flip the chicken wing pieces over and put it back in for about 10 more minutes. I have this chicken spaced far apart so that it gets good and crispy on all sides. The wings have been in for 1 hour, and as you can see, they're nice and crispy even without oil. Now I'm just going to turn them over and put them back in and leave them in the oven for about 10 to 15 more minutes on 400. While the chicken is finishing up for the last 10 minutes in the oven, I'm just going to go ahead and stir a stick of butter in a small pan with about 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. You can mince the garlic yourself, or you can just buy it in a jar. The butter is almost melted, and I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of parsley for a little bit of color. You can use fresh parsley or dry parsley. Now that the butter is melted, I'm going to let this sit and cool for just a couple of minutes because I don't want it to be so hot that it melts the Parmesan cheese when I put it on the chicken. I put my chicken in a big bowl, and I'm going to just go ahead and pour this wonderful butter sauce right on top. The garlic smells wonderful. Now I'm just going to toss the chicken around and coat it in this wonderful butter and garlic sauce. You want to make sure your chicken is nice and crispy so that when you do this process, your chicken doesn't get soggy. Now that I have everything tossed and coated in the butter, I'm going to use some Parmigiano Romano cheese. This is just a Parmesan cheese in a shaker. I'm just going to sprinkle this right on. I'm going to toss it again. Add as much or as little as you like. I can't even tell you how delicious these smell. And then I'm just going to garnish them with some fresh grated Parmesan cheese. And this is completely optional, but it's just a nice little garnish for the top. And here's how the delicious garlic Parmesan chicken wings turned out. And cleanup is a breeze. Thank you so much for joining me today. I was so glad you're here to make these delicious garlic parmesan chicken wings. I hope that you give these a try and realize just how easy they are and how delicious. I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell and be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you next time.